you're stopping yourself from doing it, but it's all just training yourself into I'm going to struggle. I know I'm going to get this at.
I don't like accepting the fact that I struggle just to get but kenzeka.
I don't even know why I need to learn. I don't even know why I need to struggle because I didn't even ask to be here in the first place. I did not ask to be born.
Happiness is free.
I've noticed how important our perspective of the path between where we are and where we want to be is. So Being to Become is a platform where we're going to have open conversations about our different journeys to destiny, for us to relate, be entertained and be inspired. Sisebenze, space, amaphupho ethu.
My name is Julia Flamini, 4 years of age. I am an admin clerk at Rollercoaster School in Freud. I'm currently placed there because of work, but I'm originally from Durban, Kwamash. Yeah.
My name is dbwing. I'm based here in Durban. I work as a project data analyst.
Hi, I'm Kylie Moti and I'm doing computer science.
Guys, I'm Zini_Mjali. I'm doing my 3rd year at the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
One word that describes being in your 20s.
Rollercoaster.
Pie.
The freedom to be who you are, owning your own skin, just being true to yourself and saying to yourself, everyone else will have to adapt to this person that I am. This is me and
Pie. Because I think I have my, okay, I know I'm not supposed to have it all together by 20 and while I'm at my 20s, but at this point it's just, you think you have it all together and then, boom, gavritik.
Pastries. I'd say it's quite messy. There's a whole lot of things involved in, growth. It's hard. That's another word. It is hard. But you get to.
Being to become is to
become for me is to continuously evolving, continuously finding yourself. Because sometimes we think we want something until we get it and then we just realize actually that is not for me. I want something else and that is okay. Because being to become, it's you constantly failing at something, trying something else, just exploring your options and being kind to yourself enough to just allow anything, going into anything with an open mind that it might work, it might not work, but I'm becoming.
More of your self-righteous, focusing on yourself and finding who it is that you want to be, because we get to choose the people that we want to become. We don't just become a person. You have an ideal. I want to be this person. I want to be a people's person. I want to be an introvert. I am, you get to describe yourself in your mind. And you train or you get used to yourself in that way. So
I guess it's doing, making mistakes, learning from them. So you being by doing and making the mistakes to become, I guess, better at that or whatever.
Yeah, basically inspecting yourself and where you're at now and the things that you're doing now and in terms of where you want to be in the future and how you get there and shit like that. So it's how you perform now and how it's going to affect you in the future.
How important is being intentional with our present moment to create our future?
I don't think it's that important to be intentional with your present to create the future. But I think it's important to be intentional with your present because you're living life, and we don't know what the future has in store for us, but rather live in this moment, enjoy this moment, and do best for this moment. And I guess the universe will kind of lay it out for you.
It's a lovely question, and I do believe that we do create our future based on the daily decision that we make. If today I decide, I don't feel like doing this, that is me deciding my future. I believe in that. That you, like 80% of your decision that you have made for your life are the ones that gonna decide for you how your future is gonna look like. Because one thing I know about the future is that it doesn't happen like overnight. It's not by magic. It's you contributing to it daily by the decisions that you
Advantages
make.
now could mess up your future in a way that
You might not see it. You might not see it. You might not see that you're wasting time. You might not see that you're living too hard and you're living too much. And eventually, if you keep neglecting the present and living like, it's the present, you only live once, then the future might be haunted for you because you haven't laid the foundation, you haven't laid the basis for a strong future. So it might have a hand. We live once, but at the same time, we need to be aware of the things that we're doing and that they don't necessarily get in our way in the future, because it might affect us in the future, but we can't master it. Obviously, we can't make sure that it doesn't or that it's perfect, but we can try to live, but at the same time, accommodate life and the present. So yeah, that makes sense.
To join poverty, but we're all after, we want money and we want happiness, share. So always thought of myself as someone who's weird, because as a kid, I never had like a dream job like most people used to have. I want to be a doctor, I want to do this.
I wanted to be a flight attendant.
To be a veterinarian because I was obsessed with animals. But at some point that changed. Sometimes you just must go where the money is at.
How would you define success? Success for you. An Audi RS5, basically. But jokes aside, success. Success means a lot for different people. It's not the same for you and I. It's different because we're different people, and and sometimes we look at other people's successes or their outcomes and where they are, and then you compare yourself, and which is wrong, and that's where then there's this whole thing of depression, but that's a story for another day. But I'd say success is being content in your position, being content in your lane, not even being worried about the next person next to you. Just knowing that you know what I'm doing, I belong here, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm going to continue just growing in the space that I am in. So yeah, I'd say success is definitely contentment. Yes.
I would define success as being, I guess, for me, it's staring failure in the eyes and trying, I think it's setting yourself up for failure, and trying to overcome that, right? So, because failure is all around us. So I think if you don't set yourself up for failure and just do things you'll get right, I don't think that's being successful. I just
Happy with where you're at. if I'm at this age and I feel like, okay, I'm happy right now, I'm living my life, this is what I want, this is what I've dreamed of, then it's official, I've been successful. But if that's not what I wanted to accomplish, if I haven't reached my goal, if I haven't reached my milestone, then I'm gonna keep pushing until I become successful, because that's where I want to be. I'm not where I'm at now, but it's where I want to be. So I'd say success is where you want to be at that time.
Being happy, having peace, and just having a grateful heart for everything that you have. That is success for me. Me being at peace to just decide today, for this week, I wanna go and explore a certain part of the world, and then I make an arrangement for that, and then I go.
Yeah.
That is success for me.
Do you think that the way that social media has portrayed success is different to reality? 100%. Social media only portrays the success, not the journey. But even if there is success, I think partially it does portray it like in a good way, where someone will say, oh look, that guy has a 58-bedroom house, he's successful, I want that, and then someone would go for that. But I don't think it shows the bad stuff of it, bad side of it. Yeah.
Oh no, I'd say we don't know what you did to get to where you at. We don't know how hard you had to work to get where you at. You're just showing us the successful part. Like, we want to see, like, okay, you don't owe us that, but if you're planning on being a role model, if you're planning on leading the generation, if you're planning on being an influencer, you know, we need to know where it's at.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I always feel sorry for those who take social media seriously. This is not me saying you mustn't take social media seriously. Because for me, how I use social media, I follow people that I feel like I can relate to, so that I do not find myself feeling the unnecessary pressure that social media comes with. So I follow people that I see myself becoming in the near future. Since I'm someone who's in the tech space, I follow people who upskill people within their careers in the tech space. I follow things that I can relate to, so that I do not feel like I'm out of it. Because the minute I try to go into spaces where they are not my people, because not everything will be for you. You need to get that.
Wow, I love that question. Your social media, guys. It's, you know, when we tell like our friends or something, or other people, and be like, I'm gonna be off social media like a month or a year, they always think like it's like you're making a hype call, but it's actually so true, because you need a break from it. Because you see people out here buying apartments, you see people out here buying cars, and you see all these people getting married, having children. So social media, it puts it all out there for everyone to see, for all of us to see, because we're also on our phones watching every day, and it's the same content every day, and you look at this and it registers in your mind, and then it's like your aspects or your goals change because of what you're seeing. So then it deviates you from where you're supposed to be going because of what the social media is telling you what to do. I recently posted a...
So do you feel like it tells you what to do?
I feel like sometimes it does dictate your life. It does dictate your happiness and how you're supposed to feel. And you allow that, which is wrong. And we're supposed to be able to control our emotions from what we're seeing. And we all really do suffer, and it's hard for everyone to, like, you know, stop themselves from doing that. But it's all just training yourself into, you know, to really be strong. And I know I'm gonna get this, and you know.